It's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine. So, welcome back, guys. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
Hi, ladies.
Violin.
Yes, let's get our violins out. I don't know how to play the violin, though. You know, right, Kim? You know how to play the violin.
I did.
Right?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
Will it turn white? Do you have superpowers? I don't know. Wasn't good. It was a good finale, but it was not good for the whole world.
Good. That's right.
The apocalypse did happen. Pogo was so sad.
Pogo.
Grace. I mean,
Grace,
we lost
Mom.
people. I mean, the
Yeah.
whole world died. And 5
Jeez.
hopefully was able to save everyone. It looks like they time jumped. We
Yeah,
think
they took
Hazel.
Vanya with them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and hopefully they can somehow persuade her. Maybe it'll take place all this season, you know, or
That's
maybe
right,
just
yes.
someone. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of maybes now because hopefully they're all okay. I'm gonna just assume, like I said last time, that they're all gonna be kids now, like 5 again, because we saw them
That's right,
briefly
yeah.
as younger versions of themselves,
Right.
right?
They were
right,
slowly
yes.
getting younger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Wow.
hopefully
Man,
Vanya.
wouldn't that be wild? Without
Well, they-
dad, without mom.
Gosh.
Yeah, will they be in the same state of minds? I mean, 5 is a 58-year-old man or something in a kid's body, so will they
Yeah.
still be like that
Wait and
too,
see.
or do they revert back? There's a lot of possibilities.
Might be like him, like he is.
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe their powers will be. No, they won't be weaker though, because 5's powers weren't weaker. I was going to say at a younger age, but they were also using their powers very young too, and they were pretty strong
Yeah.
then. But we'll see.
Yeah, they were trying to
Yes.
work on them, but
Mhm.
now they know them already. So will
That's
they
right.
already be stronger already in their new younger selves if they are younger?
That's
Yeah, I
right.
don't know. Shall we get into this episode and find out?
Yes,
Yes.
let's do it. I'm anxious.
And if you guys want to
See.
see the next episode early, you can check out our Patreon because we have our full reactions come out there first before they hit YouTube as a fair use version. Just watching all kinds of content, but we have a huge library there that I'm sure you guys can join us and have fun with us too. And thank you guys for any support, and thumbs up is always great. If you can do that to the
Yeah.
video, it helps the
Yay.
algorithm.
Subscribe.
That's always huge, and subscribing
Right.
is amazing. And we love you guys. Thank you for taking this journey with us. So 201 on Netflix.
On April the 1st, 2019, the Earth was
No Fool's
destroyed
Day.
in a cataclysmic event.
They're on the phone.
That was exhilarating. Like a fart in the wind.
Look at him.
What time are you
Oh
in?
God!
Just wait.
Avon?
The
Oh,
music too, yeah.
we go back in different timelines.
1960.
Bobby Darin.
1960.
Oops, 61.
And she can't talk, and of course she's by
Oh
herself.
my gosh.
no.
Creepy guy.
You're like, what?
Boy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he's 2 years away.
See how they're all going in different.
2 years later, and the guy's still
Different
taking
years,
photos. Yeah, so this guy's been here taking photos for a while.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
Kennedy.
He's like,
Oh,
what?
Dallas in 63.
And she's by herself?
Oh, God.
October 12th. So she's the same
Oh,
year.
no. 63.
Just walking right out.
November 63.
What's going on? Whoa.
Oh, jeez. What the hell? Oof.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
Is he working with her?
Oh.
That I blew your mind.
Wow, so her voice is better. Ooh, gross, literally.
Oh.
See?
Oh,
He did time travel.
He did.
God.
It's like an umbrella.
Umbrella company, yeah, oh my God.
Dallas, same street, 10 days earlier. Plenty of time to restore the timeline and save them.
Only 10 days.
We had 20 good years together. I guess forever just wasn't in the cards.
Aww.
Who
the hell are those guys?
Crap.
Oh,
Killers.
boy.
What is he doing?
No!
He's taking the
Get shot
bullets?
there.
Oh,
How many times did I say bulletproof briefcases?
boy.
Oh, this one was clapping for him.
I heard the music, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Ooh, ooh, God. Oh my God.
It's all true, yeah? UFOs, crop circles.
Well, the truth is out there.
X-Files.
Yes.
So for the past 3 years, I've witnessed 5 energy surges in that alleyway out back. Same thing every time. A bright blue light.
Thank God he met up with him.
I got 10 days to find them and save the world. Now I need your help to do that.
He's like, I'm on it.
Okay, don't let me start talking.
Okay, who else would like to share? Anyone? Come on, who's next? Diego, let's dig deeper. You say your father is a villain.
Oh, yeah.
So you had to play a hero, his dead father. That isn't really defining yourself, is it, Diego?
Yeah, why don't you tell that to Luke Skywalker? I know you don't get it. But that isn't
Yeah, it's like before.
Yes, right?
Truth is better.
You're so full of shit.
Tears too much.
He's all right through it.
I totally ate that shit up.
But you'd be lunch shadows, you're wrong.
Nice to see you opening up in group.
Clown.
The review board will reassess your case in 90 days.
They're gonna shoot him in the head right here in Dallas, all right? You understand?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
I'm okay.
It's true.
Sorry, I'm okay.
Crap, like knowing the future, no one
That's
believes
right,
you.
my gosh.
Hargreaves, you have a visitor.
He made this movie.
How long have you been here?
75 days. Landed in the alley behind Commerce and Knox. You?
I got here this morning.
Let's just say Dallas law enforcement has not been supportive of my attempt to stop the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Nuclear war, Diego. 10 days.
Thank God he did witness it.
Yeah, he's always witnessing. Second time he witnessed.
And I'm the one
Nothing can swing us back a few decades so I can slay Hitler's throat off with a butter knife.
This is why you don't have any friends.
No, please, not the needle, no, no, no.
Back for you later, okay? Just
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's awesome. His beard, my God.
Yeah, you are my ghost bitch, remember?
That's terrible.
we have to go back. They need you in San Francisco.
You shit eater! Oh, they can fight each other! Are you seizuring?
Oh,
He keeps going.
You lost, boy.
Looks like the VFW
Thirsty.
place.
God, his outfit, I love it.
my gosh.
Yeah. Any idea?
His glasses.
when Next busted.
Maybe he'll use his ghost buddies.
There once was a young buck from Dallas who sported a miniature phallus.
Tell you what. You're so cocky. You got sticky fingers.
And crazy IBS. I mean, it's a miracle I'm sitting down.
I kind of knew Ben was going to screw with him.
My gosh.
The most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And the best part of my life. A little pre-anniversary gift for my beautiful wife. I know I promised you the stars, but
She made a life for herself. Oh.
Oh, gross.
Ew.
Oh, gross.
Is he letting it happen? Because he's
Luther.
so strong.
Yes, he is. I want to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're doing it.
Hi.
Oh no, he's taking
Watch
that
it,
knife.
watch it, watch it. Oh, boy.
Oh! Ow, ow, ow.
Oh,
Yeah, he's like, "Meow, meow."
he's so cute.
He gets it.
Attaboy.
Wow.
Oh,
He didn't make
boy.
anything.
Yeah,
Probably
that's
owes him a lot or something.
Yeah.
We should attract national media attention.
But it has to be the right kind of attention.
I agree. Look, there's no room for error here.
Mind telling me what you're doing here after hours?
Well, this is my wife's place.
He's going to be a big
look at
nuisance.
him. Yeah, look at
Pop
this.
him in the
He's
nose.
the gun.
That's assault.
Yes, he did.
Assault.
Oh,
You didn't see nothing yet.
Are you smoking?
Get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I have an escape plan.
What?
There's a coffee can hidden under the kitchen sink. Sooner or later, every woman has to fend for herself.
How'd you two meet?
Because of a lie.
Poor guy.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
How's he going to rescue him?
Oh my goodness. He's look at him. Oh my goodness, he got out.
Master.
Oh, God. He picked the lock.
And just act normal. Sun behind his
Hold
back.
your arm.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was
What are you doing out here? Sleepwalking.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking, yeah. Whoa.
Hey,
Thanks.
crazy girl.
Oh, did she punch him in the balls? What'd she do?
And I think she
Fix
I think
his
he
arm?
had a dislocated shoulder or something.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Crap. Oh, thank God. Hopefully no one's hiding in there.
I tell you, just
They're just going after Diego then.
Yeah. Oh, she can fight.
Boy, look at her. Whoa.
No, don't.
Oh,
Don't.
boy.
Don't shoot. Oh.
Oh, of course they do. Oh, don't.
Well, it's none of these guys. They're all excited to be outside.
Yeah.
She's too young for you.
Nice to see you too,
Too
Lou.
What
young.
do you want?
It's true.
Because the world ends again in 10 days.
10 days.
It's like never ending.
I don't give a shit.
Wow, he just accepted
goodness.
fate.
So,
Woo!
Oh, you have to
boy,
care.
This is bizarre. Oh, my God.
He's been through too much at this point.
Yeah.
They'll have a lot of story to tell.
That's
That
for
was
sure.
crazy.
Survived the last
That's
apocalypse.
I know.
Yeah,
You have to-
God.
Maybe that's going to happen every season if there's going to be another one after this. Like,
I mean, no.
they have to keep learning from it. And how crazy. It's good that 5 actually witnesses the end of the world so that way he can help everyone else.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
And
good.
he helps immensely. Now he put him in different time, in different years,
Yeah, that's right.
and they're all over the place. Some are just a month or two away from each other. Some are a
Yeah.
few years, but
Yeah, a couple of years.
he's a smart guy. He'll get it.
It's good that it's not
Yes.
farther than that. Like, it's only been 3-ish years and not
Yeah, it
like a
doesn't jump
decade or
decades
something.
or
Yes.
score. Yeah.
So a lot has changed, and now the Soviets attacking. We saw the Umbrella Academy actually working together. Because right when I saw Vanya, I'm like, oh, she's gonna,
Oh, boy.
whether she's like defending, us or not. Like I don't know. She was
Yeah,
just in
no,
her
she-
form that I immediately presumed that was evil and that she was gonna blow up again. But
That's what
they
I
were
thought.
working as a team. Because right when Klaus showed up afterwards, I'm like, whoa, he's working with Vanya. He's actually
Yeah.
defending.
That's right.
They're all
was
defending.
good.
So it's cool to
They
see them
were.
working together. But now the apocalypse is going to happen a lot sooner. I mean, here maybe it's just that area because of nuclear bombs. It's not like the whole world, but
Time. And Diego's trying to stop the assassination of President Kennedy.
That's right.
which
And
might have
that's
caused
his
all
main
this.
focus.
That's yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, like,
Wow.
I get wanting to make that not happen. I mean, that was awful, but he
Change
has good
history.
intentions there, but you never know. Like the butterfly effect, them even just being there is going to alter
Yeah.
everything. I mean, heck, a nuclear bomb a lot earlier on. I mean, just having a nuclear bomb there anyways, but like many decades earlier than before Doomsday, the original Doomsday.
That's right. Yeah.
But that's crazy. I mean,
It is, and you can't change history because it
I
has
like
to go.
to, but
You want to, but
it might ruin other things. Other things may happen more dramatically that cause worse things to happen. I mean, here we have a
That's
nuclear
right.
bomb that goes off, and not good. And they all went through a lot of trouble. I mean, Luther now, he's working for this boss, and just to make money, he's just listening to him like a puppet.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, he's just his bodyguard, fighting to make more money, and
just demeaning.
Yeah,
that's
and
right.
he's okay with it. He just seems okay with it, unless the boss has something over him. He's been there for a year, so we don't know what he did. Did the boss like save him from something else, from getting in trouble or something?
I know.
Yeah.
And for him to really give up like that, like maybe he just assumed all this time that everyone else was gone, like he told Five, and he just gave up on life. But otherwise, like I'm thinking, because he's so obsessed with Allison, like he really loves her. That was the first name he said. That, what was it, Elliot said, like, oh, I kept shouting Allison or something. I'm kind of wondering if maybe he found out that she got married or something. I mean, like, she went through a big change. I mean, they all went through a lot, but I mean, to settle down with someone, she probably just accepted that that's her new norm, and she can talk now, which is great, and she looks pretty healthy and happy, and maybe Luther found that out and just gave up too.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. And she, Allison seems like, she's the most settled, and she believes in her husband, and she's a leader in her community. And that it's a small community. They have to really be hush hush now. This is the 60s, so it's a whole new ball game. She can't even go to a restaurant without it saying waits only.
That's
the
horrible.
segregation is so prevalent, especially down south. It's
so sad.
It's
a
horrible whole thing that she has to live that. Not just hear about it, but
it's so insulting to be that divided. Because
and yet
color.
she's so strong to just, tell that white guy, get the heck out of here. Why,
come on.
I had a moment when she ran into that restaurant. I thought they were looking at her because of her leather coat, and I'm like, oh,
I thought they were gonna say she's like a movie star or something,
Yeah, being like, that's a weird outfit, But no, like segregation's huge, and that sucks. So she made a life for herself, and I'm really curious on how they're gonna get out of this. I mean, I feel like this is gonna be the whole season now that I'm trying to figure it out. 10 days. It's always a short amount of time.
Always 10 days. Yes.
Hazel freaking died.
Oh, yes.
I always was liking Hazel.
I know.
But they had a long life together, too.
And he did. 20 years with Agnes, and she died of cancer, he said.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm happy, like, he looked older, too. He had the beard and everything. And he was just ready to help Five, and that was it. Like, that was the end of his chapter. I don't know if he's going to come back and younger, but I think that was the end of his story, too.
Yeah.
And what about Cha-Cha? I mean, she blew up.
She's gone. Yep, she's dead.
And
Five left the suitcase or the briefcase there.
And it was all shot up.
Yeah, it's all shot up. Definitely all shot
so
up.
unless he can fix that somehow, maybe he knows how to fix it.
It was funny. They gotta do it bulletproof.
I've been telling him that for a long time.
and Klaus playing poker too. That was.
He cracks me up. I love him.
Me too. He's so messed up, and he's so fun. And with Ben too, I'm glad that he can interact with Ben more. Now, when he was playing poker, did you think Ben was going to help him out, like help him cheat, or do you think he was going to be stubborn?
I actually thought he was going to help him.
I thought so too. I was surprised that he didn't.
I was holding my breath because my first initial assumption with that big fight was he wasn't going to help him, and then I'm like, oh well, maybe they're gaining something for both of them, so he can get the car and they can leave. But I'm like, well, Ben's a ghost, so if he might not really care, and he might just be angry at Klaus, and he's like, well, if you die from this, then we'll just be buddies forever,
That's
but
right.
I don't know.
And he knows Klaus is going to get out of it. So.
Yeah, so I immediately thought after guessing, like, well, maybe he is going to help him out. Like, no, he's scoring. He's not going to help him. You really screwed him over. That was funny. Because Klaus is getting arrogant, too. He's like, oh, well, like, you need me. It's all about him now. And kind of caging Ben, like, you're my ghost bitch.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Bad. It's funny, but it's bad to say that.
Great.
It was cool going back to the beginning of the episode when you see Vanya attacking or defending with that big missile, and then you see Klaus walk out, and then he just kind of has these, like, ghosts come out with him. So he can physically use them to his advantage, and then they can't die because they're already dead, so they could probably just keep going over all these people, just like in Lord of the Rings, remember, like when they got the undead or whatever, to go over and just kill everyone. It's just like there was no one. Army of the Dead, and they were like, no one, there's no chance. Like that would have if Aragorn didn't set them free. They would have like taken out everything easy. They could have just sat down and had coffee or something. Coffee. But it's kind of cool to see his powers like that.
It is. It's very interesting because it's getting better, and it seemed like Vanya was more controlled. It wasn't the white, like, clothes that she was wearing the first time.
She had the scary eyes, but you can't judge that.
She had the scary
eyes,
eyes, but it seemed like it was more in control.
They were all as a team. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think that was good, and the family she's with seems really nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're making it seem like they're staging the husband, like the show staging the husband to be suspicious in some way.
Yeah, he is.
But he really was out trying to smooze, a new customer, which is ironically Luther's boss.
Yeah, that's true.
All
So,
connected.
and it almost looked like the wife had eyes for Vanya, or just a good friend.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure because
it looked
sometimes
like she just wanted companionship or maybe just friendship, but it looked like there was a couple moments where I
more of a
thought,
deeper connection there or something.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, I think it's going to be good for Vanya because she seemed, even though she didn't remember, she was good. She was content. She was calm, and she seemed, and she was more talkative. I mean, she was very depressed before, and she had a lot of reason to be too. I mean, her childhood was horrible, but the medication she was on. But here, like, not knowing her past, she seems content and actually happy. She's talking more here.
Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah,
this is
she's
actually
got
good
a friend,
for her.
and she's got someone she can talk to and help her friend out with the trouble she's having with her marriage.
So how funny is it that they all happen at different times? They end up in the same era, though, and then they have this guy taking photos of them in the same alleyway.
Oh my God, he was so funny.
Yeah,
and when it said Marty, I was like, oh my God, he reminds me of Marty McFly's dad. Like, he's like, I'm going to get you with that like butter knife.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Marty McFly's father, that just like
Morty.
I know. Yeah, Morty. I know. I kept saying Marty, but like that was fun. So it kind of made me think that too when I saw his look as well. Like I just think I was trying to implant
he was
it
a
in my head.
perfect guy for Five to meet up with because he's been, logging all these phenomenal events that have happened right in that same alley.
And then he was
and
so
it just
happy
happened
about
to be
that.
his family.
You know what I find fun too? I love it when the whole superhero thing is fresh. Like no one knows about superheroes really. Everything's a conspiracy. Like when everyone is just used to it, it can still be fun. But I always like that new experience of like, oh my God, what are you? Where they do exist. It only exists in comic books, not anymore. Like I like that shock. So when you have this conspiracy theorist who's like, how'd you do that? What? And just seeing Five for the first time jumping around.
Oh yeah, just jumping from one spot in the room to another.
Yeah, I'm curious what else he's seen. Just with like Luther even crying. He cried a little bit. He kept coming back and just calling for Allison. Like maybe he was punching things and destroy things, and he's like, wow, he's super strong. Or Klaus like talking to himself, like, oh, he's a bit crazy. Because
fighting with himself.
Physical form, who knows?
Really
Yeah. I love all of them. Like, who's your favorite Umbrella Academy member, we'll say, right now, this season?
Klaus. I can't help it, Klaus.
Klaus is there in 5.
Yes,
and then, I do love them all, but I'm going to say the same.
Yes.
Klaus and 5. I love them so much. They're my favorites. But they're all really good. And Luther's just such like a teddy bear. You just feel bad for
and
him.
even Diego, I mean, he's got some, he's been through a lot. Like,
oh my God.
Poor guy now.
He has this crazy lady.
Psych ward.
You know what I thought for a moment too? I was thinking just because of, I don't want to say spoilers, but I was thinking of another show that we're currently watching, that maybe it was a imaginary friend. But it's not, apparently. But I was thinking in the beginning because they were so close, and she kept like leaning into him so close. And I mean, I guess you could do that, but I was thinking like someone would come over and be like, "Hey, not so close" or something. But just the fact that they were like always conspiring together, like they were leaning in so much and whispering a lot. I'm like, she might be his imagination, like his own consciousness, like telling him to do things. And I wasn't sure, but now I'm like, no, because she actually helped him and relocated his.
She did.
His shoulder.
I didn't know what she was doing at first, but
I was just so like, because I knew he was
hurting. Well, it makes sense. I mean, he took that jacket off, the straight jacket off.
Yeah, that was very impressive.
Oh,
very impressive. And he was in a lot of pain after that too, so it would make perfect sense. But me and my gullible weird, like, in the moment way. I was just like, did she just punch him in the balls? That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, she's like crazy and stuff, like just to wake him up, like, hey, just to like shock the drugs out of him, like punch in the balls. I'm like, nope. But I'm glad she actually helped him and to fix his shoulder.
Yeah, she wants to get out of there too, and apparently a lot of patients are going to get out of there.
Yeah, and she has fighting skills from her mother.
Yeah, it looks like
from her mom. Yeah.
So I'm curious. Want to know more about that too. Crazy episode and definitely intriguing for a first episode. I mean, I want to see what happens. Can't wait.
Yeah,
it was.
Put them all together.
Great.
God.
I don't like them
Time's
separate.
Yeah,
a lot of shows do that. Yeah. They separate everyone and then they get back together. And they need 5. 5 is like the glue now. Just
I know. I'm surprised he just didn't gobble up Diego right then and there. Now we met up with Luther, and just hold him and just bring him into like the same time frame.
I think it's harder because he only ever took another person as a group. That was the first time he's ever done that. So I don't know if he can. I think it would be too hard.
He'll make him, go somewhere else.
Or it takes a while to do, so maybe people will grab them before they can actually do it. And then, I don't know, I think it was just too much to do in that moment. Because it took how many minutes? I mean, he had a lot of people at that point in the finale.
Bring them all to Morty's house. Just hang out there.
It would be nice though, just to grab and go. I would love that. Yeah, grab and go, grab and go, grab and go. But honestly, how Vanya was when we saw the war going on, like, maybe she needs that time to actually become more of herself and understand more of herself, so she doesn't start the apocalypse or end the world. I don't know. So hopefully whatever they do doesn't make this happen, because that's what happened last time, right? Like everything they did. Like made the apocalypse happen. Not good, guys. Very good show, though.
It is not. I love it. I love it.
Me too.
It is good. I love how quirky and just the characters are so different and very entertaining, very complex, and I like the humor as well. Very good. So until next time, guys, please give the video a thumbs up. That really helps out the algorithm on YouTube. You can check out our links below if you want to see the next episode early. We have a huge library of reactions of movies and shows. It's huge, guys, and we love you. So until next time, thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Give us a like.